Hello everyone, welcome to Ignition. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to change your four-wheel drive solenoid. Okay, so as you can probably see in the title of the video, we're going to be changing the solenoid. So what this does is this differentiates the pressure of the vacuum pipes for the four-wheel drive, so it engages and disengages the four-wheel drive. Now, this is a Mitsubishi L200 and this is what I've been having problems with. Now, the problems I had specifically were I would drive down the road, it would be in two-wheel drive, and it would randomly flash the four-wheel drive symbol on the dashboard, and then probably 5 minutes later it would engage four-wheel drive on its own. So I'd be driving and all I'd hear is all the gears grinding because it would be trying to engage four-wheel drive when I didn't want it to be. So I drove around in four-wheel drive for a while until I figured out what the problem was, and it was a solenoid. For me it's a solenoid. It does seem to be pretty common, but it also could be the four-wheel drive actuator which is attached to the front diff. I'll give you a show of that now. Okay, so I can't get my big head in this frame, but I'm going to zoom in and show you. Now this is the front of the vehicle this way. This is the back behind. The skid plate would be here, just to give you some reference, because sometimes in videos you really can't see where they're showing you. Okay, so here you can see this is the actuator. Now this wasn't the issue for me. You can see the vacuum lines running up there. But what you need to do, I know there's a lot of upkeep on these. They say either use it or lose it with the four-wheel drive system. So it tends to be put your car in four-wheel drive once a week or something, because if you let this sit, it can fill up with dirt, and inside the boot can become grimy and lock and sort of wedge this up, and it doesn't move. And this is what the pressure of the air pushes this to disengage and engage the four-wheel drive system. Slide the rubber boot off, just absolutely fill it with grease. Most grease will do. And then put it in and out of four-wheel drive probably every week, and that's the term use it or lose it. But that wasn't my problem. But these are about £80 €80 on eBay. You can pick these up fairly cheap. Okay, so you join me at the engine bay now. Another tip for the actuator down there. If you want to test it, it's fairly simple. All you need is a buddy, or you can set up a camera, and when you engage and disengage four-wheel drive, you'll see if it's moving or not. That seems to be the main cause. It just doesn't move. I have seen stories on the forums and things that you can free them up, but I think it'd be better to replace it, obviously, for you future-proofing yourself there. It won't go wrong as fast. But that wasn't my issue, like I said. So I've got the solenoid down here, and I'll get the camera up a bit closer and you can have a look. Okay, so just behind the air filter here, I'm going to have to do this by hand, unfortunately, because it is such a tight area. You can see just behind the solenoid, now it's these two plugs on the top here. There's a plug here and a plug just here. And what they do are they obviously differentiate the pressure until when you put it in four-wheel drive, they'll let the air through. Now, as you can see, I've labelled them red and blue. There were some more colours on there, white. I've labelled them white, but what I've done here just simply is on the new one, I labelled blue, and all the colours that are where there's four pipes that are attached to it, I labelled them all in colours, and then I just labelled the pipes in the same colour, so when I take them off I don't lose the colour and I don't know which pipe goes on where. And it's fairly simple. It's two bolts to the side, one on the right, one on the left, and there's 10 or 12 mil spanner. They're not too bad at all. It's a bit of a fiddly job, just a little bit of patience. It certainly doesn't take as long as you'd imagine, and it's much more simple than you'd think. My old one was leaking air. If I took that off, it was just permanently shooting air, which obviously, in my opinion, would say that it is engaging four-wheel drive when it shouldn't be. And the new one held pressure perfectly. So that was my problem. And it was a very, very simple fix, really. I think it only cost about €40, which I got on eBay. And yeah, it went very well. And I haven't had a problem since. And I did it probably the best part of 4 months ago. So I was a little bit late to the party on this one. I replaced it before I'd started doing this YouTube business, but I thought I haven't seen a video on this, and it's such a common fault, and I just really couldn't find anything on it on YouTube. So I really wanted to just show you how simple and easy it is, because I was quite worried really, because I thought it was a gearbox issue at first. I thought the transfer case had a gearing issue. I thought it was colliding with gears, and it just sounded terrible. But here we can see, I'll bring it up a bit close to the camera. Here's the old solenoid. Now it's literally just two plugs on the top, and you can pick up this unit really cheap I got mine on eBay. And this is the old one, definitely been in there since factory, but it's a dead easy fix, just once you know how, and it's quite nice to see someone on YouTube do it, isn't it? So I hope this has helped you in some sort of way, and thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next one. One day I'll change all of
this will start to make